Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. There are times where people send me things, or I see debates on forums, or behind the scenes online, or Twitter, or Reddit, you name it. I just think, oh God, no. Now, I want to be clear about this. This is not a video foolishly, inaccurately, clickbaity, thinking that 8 stars are around the corner, because they're not. We, for very good reason, have not seen Tier 7 basic catalyst fragments yet. Not a thing. That thing looks like it was smashed by like a crane onto like a Jenga tower, and that's what came out. Tier 7 basic have to be the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It looks like a Tier 6 basic was crushed in a car crash or something. That's a material that I don't think should be introduced at all, until at least next year. But that's going to be rank 4 materials as we know them. Not rank 4 6-star materials, rank 4 7-star materials, along with Tier 4 Alpha, Tier 6 Basic, Tier 3 Alpha, and Tier 6 Class Catalyst, all of which are currently in the game in some form, even though Tier 4 Alpha is by far and understandably the rarest and most valuable item in the game, and it's what has kept so many Paragon players from becoming valiant. With that being said, even the mention of 8 stars makes people threaten to quit. And again, for good reason. Not because Kabam is cruel, but hopefully because Kabam's smart. This is a post going around. I would imagine it's not photoshopped. But it is Kabam Jacks with a sarcasm alert, but again, the phrase is so triggering. So y'all want 8 stars, eh? Of course, no one should want 8 stars anytime soon. No. 8 stars come out, 6 stars are the new 5 stars, even though I think that argument is false, because especially with Ascension, 6 stars are essentially rank 3 7 stars forever once they become rank 6, especially at SIG 200. But 8 stars would be 2 stars above 6. That part is not arguable. It's also the easiest math any of us will do on YouTube for the rest of our lives. What this phrase does is it goes viral. It gets sent to me. I get added in comments. It becomes a huge mess. And it's one of those like memes or GIFs where you see the person that says they woke up and chose violence. Like Kabam Jacks woke up and chose violence in a way. I'm going to be blunt with you, this game is dying. It's been dying for a while. There are more people leaving than people joining, and I think that's especially true when it comes to revenue. And that's why Kabam is doing all they can to continue to stabilize the market of the future of the game by tapping into low spenders and trying to turn them into medium spenders, by tapping into medium spenders and trying to turn them into high spenders, and then high spenders into the new whales. And there are so many microtransactions that have improved, like daily specials, including Valiant targeted deals. We have seen the price of so many things, including 6 stars, go down 80, 90%. That's awesome. That's good. But I start to get worried when that happens, because Kabam's not doing this to be nice. They are a for-profit company. Their first goal is to make profit. And so this reminds me of when all of a sudden the car dealership in town starts offering the car that you're looking at that's been new all year for about $15,000 less than it started at. And you think, why would that happen? It's the same car. And then you realize, oh, right. They've got to make room for the new models that are coming in. That car is technically not new anymore. It is last year's model. Now, for the record, if you are ever interested in buying a car, I think that's a great time to buy a car, especially if you want a new car. Now, in general, I think buying a new car is one of the dumbest things you can do. I've done it once. It was a great decision because I plan on being buried, metaphorically speaking, hopefully, in this car. But at the same time, a car that's 2 or 3 years old, especially if it's still under warranty and has low mileage, is a great way to save money and still get a fantastic vehicle. This is not the future that we want to see anytime soon. if you were to give me, Prof, what year do you want to start really talking about 8 stars? I think at the earliest 2026. But like the end of 2026, almost 2027. I would like us to be about 3 years away. Is that realistic? Not with the timeline that 7 stars got introduced at first. The problem is they went so fast from rank 1 to rank 3, and now they've kind of hit the brakes. In the last 6 months have been very rare opportunities to get tier 4 Alpha Catalyst fragments outside of cash deals and, of course, Necropolis exploration and or at least completion. But in the process of that, it has become very apparent that they have screwed over so many Paragon players who went from being excited to become Valiant to giving up and just not spending money. And that is a problem that Kabam made for themselves by overcorrecting, in some ways, the speed of which we got to rank 3 7 stars. The supply is as low as possible. The demand couldn't be higher. And after 6 months of waiting, players just say, screw it. I'm just going to vote with my wallet and I'm going to stop spending. It's also about to be spring cleaning month, at least historically speaking. And spring cleaning month is a official whale holiday, has been for a couple years now, where they are wanting people to spend as much as $1,000 American dollars plus. And if you want Paragon players to do that and become Valiant, you have to hope that they're willing to do that in April when they wanted to become Valiant in December. Now, maybe they will be. But at the same time, think about all the daily Valiant crystals they've missed out on. Think about the monthly calendars. Think about all the Valiant tiers with certain things like, say, the Valentine's Day gift of a 7 star that was free. All those things you miss every month that you're not the top progression, and I get that. I also get that even though Kabam Jax might have thought he was being sarcastic and was being, by all accounts, sarcastic, he still lit up a firestorm that made it into several different inbox messages and or tags on the Line app and other places. I just want to say this. Every time a star comes into the game, people quit. 6 stars made people who cared about 5 stars quit, including the Idolist, somebody who was so good at YouTube that I couldn't even carry his shoes. Metaphorically, again, speaking. He was a very nice guy. I met him in Texas and instantly had even more respect for him, which I didn't know that was possible. We have a situation where this doesn't help anybody. This doesn't make anybody want to play. This just makes people say things in the comments like, I'll be gone the day it happens. I don't even have rank 4 7 stars. Guess what, buddy? No one does. You are in the same boat as everybody else, and that boat is the Titanic, and it feels like it's sinking, and it's half already at the bottom of the sea. If Kabam wants this game to not be the Titanic, they don't need to make jokes like this. They just need to continue to improve the game, give us great changes like buffing older champs like Inferior Iron Man and Mastery loadouts that are actually affordable, which they are, and soon, which even though we're right around the corner from April Fool's Day / April 1st, hopefully that is the case. First month all year, I don't think I bought the daily card for Valiant players, and it was because it just wasn't very good. And so Kabam needs to continue positive momentum and not create and manufacture shooting themselves in the foot with negative momentum. This is a great example of how to stop positive momentum with your player base. So Kabam Jax, I know you're being cheeky. Don't mutter the phrase again. It's just a terrible idea.